Hi guys, my name is Vanessa and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm Vanessa, I'm 32 and today I was just laid off. I have to be honest, this is not my first time. This is my third time around, but I'm taking it in the best way possible, and this is the main reason why I created this channel. I want to storytell this phase of my life and share it with you. It will be intriguing, and it'll give us an opportunity to connect, to share experiences. I'm sure you've also been in a similar situation, and this time around, for me, it's my third time around. I'm really open to suggestions. I'm open to new ideas. I'm always looking for new tips and tricks. And in the meantime, I will share with you my journey on a weekly basis. I also just want you to know that this is a safe space. It's free of judgment. It's really a space for us to support one another. I believe in the law of attraction. It's all about positive energy. And in times like these, we want to be careful with what we're thinking, with what we're processing daily. We don't have a steady routine anymore, so we have to adapt. And the best way to do that is to create your own routine and do that with anything that brings you joy, anything that brings you fulfillment. It'll be a positive cycle. So how did it happen? It happened yesterday. Yesterday I went into work and to be honest with you, there were some signs. So here are a few signs when you know that things aren't going well. First big sign. There is less work coming in, which could seem obvious, but it's not always that obvious. In my case, I work in project management. I work in project management for a media company, and obviously I can manage anywhere from 2 projects to 15 all at the same time with all various clients from all different industries. And in this past month, I noticed a definite decline in my offer of projects. So when you sense that your boss is giving you less, when people are soliciting you less, it could be that there's less work because we are in the summer, but when it's progressive and it's been lasting for at least a month, that's a big sign. It's a big sign. Second big sign, tension. So this is very subtle. It can be people who normally are always very present suddenly leaving or being very distracted more than usual. And depending on how your office is built, you will sense when people are not as focused as usual. That's a definite big sign. So I had those first 2 signs for the past month, and then when I came into the office yesterday, I had a sit down with my boss, and she just laid it on me. It was brief. She gave me the conditions, and I immediately felt a surge of emotions, mixed emotions. You can feel relief because maybe deep down it's something you wanted and you didn't want to be responsible for causing it. You can feel frustrated because your employer initiated it and you didn't take action before. You can feel sad because you've built something here despite maybe not even loving what you're doing or not fully always being present. You've built connections, you've built a rapport, you've accumulated more experience. So I'd say it can be a mix of frustration, um, lack of responsibility, and joy all at the same time, relief. It can be very, very confusing. And that's exactly how I felt during this time. It takes time to process all these emotions, and it's totally normal. The best way to deal, I'd say, I just want to give you some tips on how I dealt with this during. This happened in the morning, so I had the rest of the day to go through. And when you hear this type of news, it's hard to focus. It's very hard to focus. I'd say one of the first things you can do is just quite simply breathe. Find yourself a quiet corner, take a few deep breaths. Really let yourself process what is going on, because it is a big change, like it or not, and it will affect you in different ways. So just take your time to really process, really acknowledge what is going on. It can be 2 minutes, it can be 1 minute, it can be a few seconds, but just give yourself that time to breathe. If you want, second tip, take a walk. I think it's one of the best things to do to diffuse the air. Some people can have different reactions. Maybe they don't want to talk to anyone. They just want to feel like they're doing something. Taking a walk is the best case scenario, because you're outside, you're out of a closed space, you're in touch with nature. You can give your brain a break and sort of change scenery, and that'll be a way to relax. Third tip is ideally talking to someone about it. It's the best way to get feedback. It's the best way to actually process everything that has been told and make sure that you are understanding everything correctly. There may have been some points that there may be some questions you left unanswered. There may be so many doubts running through your head, and it just feels good to talk to someone about it. Ideally, someone you trust, someone you have a certain intimacy with. You can call them, or if you're lucky enough, talk to them in person right away. I think these are 3 essential things. So take a walk, breathe, make sure to breathe, and talk to someone. If you can do these 3 things during the day, it'll definitely help you get through the day. I was lucky enough to be able to leave early after having done these 3 things to really process. And it's a work in progress, but I feel that this is a start of a new journey. I'm in the process of trying to create more coherence. I want to be very coherent with my life, and I'm taking this as an opportunity to design my life, to create new spaces, and to just be more authentic. And I feel that by sharing my experience with you, it could possibly help you to do the same. And like I said, I welcome any feedback. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I really encourage you to comment below. This is a safe space. I welcome constructive feedback, and I want to make these videos as enjoyable and helpful as possible. I want this to be a collaborative effort because given our situation and the time we're in, so many people go through this. If we can help each other and make this process easier and more positive, like I said, I believe in the law of attraction, we can make this a more enjoyable experience. So I look forward to sharing more tips, more advice, more feedback with all of you on the next episodes. So please subscribe below. Like I said, this is a place of support. There's no judgment. It's totally safe, and I will be happy to welcome any feedback, comments, and I'll be adding some extra quirks and props for the next episodes. So please subscribe below. Thanks, and have a great day.